Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lady Snow, owner of Lady Snow Meditation. Today's topic is how to deal with a child who is being abused. This can be your child or somebody else's child. I'm just generally talking about it. Notice the signs of abuse. This can be anything from bad behavior to being fearful. um I know when I was a kid I used to be head shy, and it can be stuff like that, or stuff that don't more settle. It can be anything from anxious, or feeling like they did something wrong when they didn't do something wrong. um Sometimes it can be um if you're dealing with a child who has been sexually abused, it can be anything from doing inappropriate behaviors, or being how do I say this, being sexually advanced a little too soon. It can be anything from being clingy. Pretty much, if you feel like a child is exhibiting odd behavior that typically children don't exhibit, I would mention it to somebody else that may know a little bit more. And then of course the obvious signs of abuse, bruises or things like that, or if you directly see abuse or mistreatment. I do want to mention this. Some, and I'm not giving excuses for abuse at all, but some adults have not been raised in healthy environments, and so they kind of pass it on to the kid, and they may not directly do the abuse. It might be somebody else, and maybe they don't realize it's abuse. Abuse is very extensive, so there's some abuse that people don't recognize as abuse, and so it gets worse. And like yelling at people, if people have lived with yelling in their life, they could repeat that pattern. And so I'm not giving a reason, I'm not giving an excuse, I'm just saying, hey, if in a lot of in a good portion of it, if the parent knows about abuse, it might be because they can't handle it themselves. And I'm not saying that's a good reason. I'm saying they probably shouldn't have custody of their child. If they can't take care of themselves, they shouldn't take care of a child. But just to give you guys some backstory on why somebody may not do anything with it when abuse happens, understand that children that are abused normally are considered bad children. Like if you notice a child is very bratty, very has bad behavior a lot of the time, or um acts out a lot, this could be because they have a a are currently being abused, or have been abused, and the this can come out in like nightmares. It can come out in bedwetting behavior issues. So just be very, very patient with the child, and definitely if they have a disability, that's even more intense. So, it could just be because of a disability or a mix of that. So if you have a child who has a disability and is who could be being abused, it could be even worse, way bad behavior. The best thing you can do is be a sturdy adult and discipline appropriately, and keep your discipline. Like if you say you're grounded, don't um let them bully you into giving them what they want, or don't let them throw a fit and give them what you want. You need to be strong. They need that. Um, and yes, they might be more difficult, but it's probably because no one's taught them to behave. And and honestly, I would be surprised if they have had healthy love in their life as well. Sorry about that. Yeah, so just don't call when you're dealing with someone with bad behavior, don't like call them a bad kid or whatever, because that's not going to help them grow out of it. That's going to make them feel more bad about themselves, and that's not going to help you. That's not going to help the kid. So don't be ag- aggressive with the kid, verbally or physically. I don't mean abusive, I mean just aggressive. Like, but, but, yeah, so, the next step I will say is help them feel s- safe, help them know that they're in a safe place. And you can do this just by being a healthy person and demonstrating that day by day and day by day. Just be your healthy self, and eventually that kid will see that you're a healthy person. And they honestly, if they're being abused at home or whoever you are to them, they need to see that they're all healthy adults, because some kids will believe this is how things are, and so everybody gets abused, or this is normal, or this is okay. And when you demonstrate that you are a healthy, um mentally well adult, um and show them what healthy is, they know the different they will know that will help them know the difference between healthy and toxic behavior, which will help them later on in life, and um help them get out of the abuse as well. Sorry, my kitty. Come here. Sorry, my kitty. She doesn't like it when she doesn't have the attention, huh? Um, yeah, and talking to the kid is important. So a conversation by talking about things they enjoy doing for fun, or whatever. Like if they enjoy painting and writing, um if they enjoy video games, if find out what they like and talk about that. Talk about them being good at something, or just ease into a conversation. Don't talk directly about the abuse, just ease them into a conversation they would like. Then when they feel comfortable, let them know that they are not in trouble. So you want to make sure they know that they are safe, they're not in trouble. Um, say I noticed a bruise, or I've noticed your parent acting this way, or then ask if they are alright, or um when you talk to them, say, I noticed this, you're doing this. Um, and then ask them if they're doing all right at home and what's going on. And, or even you can be like, I notice your grades are bad, or something. Just keep it very light and don't say it in a way that sounds caring. Um, sounds like loving, caring, like they matter. Don't be demeaning about it in any way. Be soft hearted. Show that you care when you say it. Because it's a kid. They might feel like if they're getting hit, or maybe their parent is getting hit, like their mother or father is getting hit at home, and it's not even directly them, they might think it's their fault. That's the thing. See, even when um you have two parents and one parent leaves the house, the child will feel like it's their fault. Like, why did I um why did they leave? They left because of me. In the same with abuse. Like, if they think, if they are being abused, whether it is directly them or still watching the abuse, they'll they might and probably do think it's their fault. So be very gentle when bringing up this conversation, and they might feel like they need to defend the parent, or maybe um like sexual abuse, or like things like on that nature, where the parent absolutely knows they're wrong. The parent might be telling them not to tell people. So, um, or whoever, like I said before in my other videos, abuse is not always by a parent. It can be by um uncle, or aunt, or by a step or adopted, or um even a sister or brother. It can or maybe a friend of the family, or a babysitter. Abuse can happen from anyone who is around the kid. So be aware of that as well. And then when you talk to them, when they're talking about it, make sure you tell them um that this behavior, that what is happening to them is also not alright. Let them know, because with some abusers may act like it's appropriate and okay to do around them or okay to do to them. Or some abusers may gaslight the person and be like, even to a child, like, you you made this happen or whatever. So they so yeah, make sure you tell them that this is not okay, and then talk to them about what to do if it happens again. Like, I'm talking about, talk to them about a phone number they can call, like, or like even 911, or somebody or a counselor they can talk to. If you're somebody that's school related, you can talk to um the quick somebody in the school. If they don't have anyone specific, um have them try to talk to somebody in the school, because it's public, it's law that all kids have to go to school. So if anything, have them talk to somebody at the school, and they are mandatory reporters, so they will definitely report it to OCS and whoever needs to know. Yeah, and I do want to state, because this video is about children and taking um an abuse, I do want to mention, if you suspect, if you know about abuse, if you anything, you need to report child abuse always. Even if you just think maybe this is, maybe, but I'm not sure. OCS is completely anonymous. So any child abuse, anything that's happening, you need to report it. It is not okay to not talk about not report abuse, and the child needs to be taken care of. And it's not about upsetting upsetting somebody by calling OCS on them. It's about, if you think that a child is being abused in any way, you need to report that. Like, um and like I said, it's confidential, so they won't be saying any names or anything, because yeah, they use it um against them. And just, all you need to know to report something is, I believe, um the mother's name. I don't even think you need to know the child's name. You just need to know the mother or father's name, um or guardian, or whoever they're doing it to you. And then yeah, um but thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share my video, and click the bell notification to stay updated. Also, like me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram as well. I also have a fan page on Facebook and Instagram that I will put into to a link as space below. I'm sorry, I can't talk all of a sudden. I have a fan mailbox too now, so if you would like to, you can send me fan mail. I would love to hear from you too, all you too. So leave a comment below. You're welcome to ask any questions or suggest topic as well. I'll see you next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Love you all and have a wonderful day.